Hi, and good morning from yet another apartment vlog because they keep me busy and they give me something to do, which right now is something that I really appreciate. So I'm starting off the day with some breakfast. I have some Reese's Puffs here, I have some Trix cereal, and then I have Peeps cereal. So clearly I am 8 years old with my choice in cereals and my taste in cereals, but I'm gonna have some breakfast. We're probably gonna watch something here, probably The Tiger King. I think everybody in the world's been watching The Tiger King on Netflix and we are almost done with it. Right back there are some controllers for the N64. Dennis and I may play some N64 today. We may play some more board games. Probably gonna go outside and spruce up the garden a little bit. So wow, do you have a exciting vlog in store for you today? Let me tell you what. Hi Brennan.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Got little Calvin right there. He doesn't look so little right now, wow. So came out onto the balcony here to show off the progress of the plants per usual. So what I think I'm gonna do is, right here you had some peppers growing in these plants.
You were digging in my cucumbers too?
Yeah, Calvin has started to kind of dig around the plants a little bit, but these are not growing. So what I think we're gonna do is
Dig in these ones.
plant some alternative flowers, probably. One of these guys, just to kind of see how they start to grow. Because I guess these just aren't in season or they're just not gonna grow for whatever reason. I have some more potting soil here as well as a few more hooks and hanging chains so I could potentially do this again. But these are kind of precariously perched up here for the most part. And there's Dennis.
Hey!
Hi Dennis.
I'm in a new shirt because Roy asked me to.
Yeah, Dennis keeps wearing the same shirt and I'm like, you gotta change your shirt so people don't think you're a bum.
It's quarantine, we don't need to hide who we are, Roy.
Okay.
No, but your stench won't hide.
That's true.
They can't smell that.
We can.
Do you?
So, yes, so I think we're going to,
No, I don't.
we're going to adjust some of our plant situations out here and
swear.
hopefully improve what we got going on. And I think we're going to play Jumanji because Dennis has really been wanting to play Jumanji. Right, Calvin? And then, Brennan, I think you're going to make some sushi for lunch, right?
Pokeballs.
Some poke bowls. So we're back inside, and real quick, we decided to send a video performance of You're My Sunshine to my grandma, who my mom is taking care of back in Pensacola. So I played the guitar, Brennan played the little shaker egg here, and then Dennis tapped along on the tambourine just to lift her spirits a little bit. And something else that's gonna be fun, which we're hopefully gonna do later on today, are my rollerblades. Came in the mail, so now Brennan and I both have rollerblades. And then Brennan is over here in the kitchen getting lunch ready. She's making the poke bowls, right?
Yeah.
So we have 3 bowls of rice. She has some cucumbers, some carrots. She has some tuna over there. Is that it? Or is there something else that I'm forgetting?
Crab.
And crab, imitation crab. And it looks like some soy sauce and some sriracha. This is gonna be really good. Okay, so the time has come to watch the final episode of The Tiger King. This is how Brennan's poke bowl turned out. It actually looks really, really good. Got some crab in there, tuna, cucumbers, and cream cheese, and carrots, and probably some other stuff that I don't know about, but it looks fantastic. Good job, Brennan. And then after we eat this, we're gonna play some Jumanji. But time to watch The Tiger King, which has been kind of an interesting journey, I guess, to watch. Didn't know that I'd like it, but I do. Okay, so we've completed The Tiger King. I have a couple little tigers right here. Hey there, Calvin. And then Farley can barely fit on top of this cat tree that we got. I don't even know. It's kind of cute. Look, they're both just hanging out right now. It's coming at a... Yeah, probably. Good job, Calvin. So right now we are setting up for, well, I guess Dennis is setting up for Jumanji.
Welcome to the jungle.
Never played this game before, ever. So this is gonna be kind of exciting.
How long have you had this?
Had it for a long time.
Is this from our house?
Yeah, probably.
We had Jumanji this whole time?
Well, no, maybe I got it at like a Goodwill or something like that.
Ooh, that's how the story starts.
So we are in the middle of playing Jumanji. Dennis, could you kind of explain the point of Jumanji?
It's basically, whenever you land on an empty space, you draw a danger card.
Okay.
And then you put it underneath this special reader, and it decodes the message. So, one space, and you have to roll a raft or an hourglass. Then, the person who rolled it turns the hourglass, and the other 2 people have to roll until they get a raft or an hourglass. See, so I got an hourglass, and then Brenda would keep rolling until she got one, or until the time runs out. If the time runs out, and we don't both roll it, then it goes here, If we both get it, it goes here. And if we fill this up to here, then we all lose the game, and the rules mandate that you play Jumanji again until you win.
Ooh. And then how do we win?
You gotta land here.
Okay. So are we playing with each other or against each other?
Both.
Interesting.
You have to get here by exact roll.
We've been playing for a little bit. It looks like Dennis is almost there. Looks like Brennan is getting close. It looks like I'm kind of in the last place here, but it's actually pretty straightforward and pretty easy. But I guess we'll see who wins, or if we win.
All right, look who's got his blades on.
How do I look? You got some blades too.
Got mine on.
So I haven't done this in a long time, and I think I've already said this when I did rollerblade relatively frequently. I had the roller skates, I guess, where it's the two wheels kind of adjacent to each other. So this is gonna be a little bit weird. I can already tell that you're gonna be a lot better than I am with this, but I haven't fallen over, and luckily there's a lot of grass around here for me to delicately fall in. So
yeah, our goal is to make one full lap around the lake.
yes. So do you wanna go for it?
Yep.
Okay. So far so good. How's my form? Good?
It's a little stiff. Oh, that's good. We have to get Roy to learn how to use his brakes, because he doesn't know how to brake using the back brakes yet.
So I'm making my way down the sidewalk. Brennan is completely showing me up with this. This is probably a little bit dangerous to vlog and skate at the same time, especially when you have as minimal skills as I do. There's no way I can stop right now, but it's a pleasant day outside at least. It's pretty warm, but temperate. And there's actually not a lot of people out right now because normally because of the quarantine, there's a lot of people that kind of walk around the sidewalk. I am just barely staying on my feet right now. How am I doing?
Doing a lot better. Oh. Oh no. Trying to get Roy to figure out how to utilize those brakes, because he's used to the roller skates where you brake in the front.
If I like put my right foot in front of the other one, it's a little bit easier. It's just my body does not know what to do with my balance when I try to brake in these. The goal is to get just so good in this and just make laps around the place and go to Walmart and Target. So what happened, I had my first little spill. We're out in front of our leasing office here, and I got a nice little shiner there. I turned around to look at Brennan, and I just fell on my butt and my elbows apparently somehow, but I'm okay. This was going to happen, and I was just telling Brennan that I'm glad that it happened when, I don't know, before I get too confident, because the more confident that I get, the more cocky that I get, the worse the fall would be, and I don't want to be doing this like on the road or in a parking lot or something like that. But ouchies a little bit, but so we made it halfway around the lake. Now we just got to get around the other half of the lake and go put some hydrogen peroxide on this or something.
Yeah, we'll go get it cleaned up when you get back.
Yep. Okay, so we're back on the sidewalk, back by the lake surrounding our apartment. I'm a little bit, I guess, shaken up. Not really shaken up, but of course once you fall, you're gonna feel a little bit awkward getting back on your wheels, back on your blades, right?
I just keep looking at your bleeding arm right now. Roy was getting comfortable enough to where he's starting to pick up some speeds. Now I have to catch up with him. So I'm proud of him for just getting back up and going and wanting to still learn. He's getting better at using his brakes. Yeah, there he goes.
You having fun?
I am. I'm happy we finally get to do this together.
So I think we are gonna head back inside. This is the small dog park, and then over here is the big dog park. But we made it a full lap around the apartment complex, right?
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Thanks. Got some nice time in on the blades, got a nice workouts. Now we can go inside and slap a band-aid on my poor body, my bruises, my aches, my pains. But little by little, every day, I'll get better at this. I hope so. So we're back inside now. Dennis is back over here with a bunch of ingredients, because what are we about to do, Dennis?
We're about to make butterbeer!
That's exactly right. So a few days ago we made the blue and the green milk from Galaxy's Edge, and we put that on my channel. Dennis wants to make all 3 different kinds of butterbeer. That's regular butterbeer, cold butterbeer, and hot butterbeer. We're gonna put it on his food blog channel. I set up a light right here so we can get a little professional with this situation. I'm also all bandaged up for the most part now after embarrassing myself and falling down on the sidewalk. I'm wearing a Potter shirt. Dennis is wearing a Gryffindor shirt. Are you ready for this? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so Dennis and I are taking a little bit of a break from our butterbeer video, and I came out to a little garden outside to go ahead and start the process of what I want to do in terms of planting a couple different flowers here, because the peppers ended up not growing because they've been here for a while and nothing's happening. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant some alternative options here, probably a sunflower. And I don't know, these look pretty interesting. This will be fun. We'll just kind of see what happens. I know this probably isn't the ideal depth for some of these plants to probably grow, but I don't know, it's just fun to see what happens, I guess. Okay, so I put some more soil in each of these, and I planted some new flowers because the peppers were not growing. These seem to be doing pretty good, as well as my watermelon and cantaloupe right over here. I put some more flowers in this one. This one seems to be doing pretty alright. I still have some daisies left, and then I have some hangers here, which I may kind of hesitate to use for a little bit. There goes Calvin. These kind of seem to be doing pretty good so far. So for the most part, little garden out here is doing great. What do you think, Dennis? Mm-hmm. Cool. How was your butterbeer? Was it pretty good?
It was really good.
So we've made the regular butterbeer, and we still need to make the frozen and the hot butterbeer in a little bit.
Yeah, we learned that you shouldn't just add ice and blend it, because then it waters it down. Mm-hmm. Brennan had the excellent idea of freezing our regular butterbeer and then blending that, and then it'll be like a slushy that's not watered down.
Exactly, so that is what we are currently waiting for. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit out here, just a little bit, sweep up some dirt and whatnot, and then maybe Dennis and I will play some video games, right?
Would it be bad to hold Calvin under this like dripping water?
Probably. Okay, so hello from the back bedroom. This is where Dennis and I are gonna be playing Goin' Quackers. I set up the Nintendo 64 right over here because I don't think that our Roku TV back out in the living room is compatible with it, so we're gonna be doing this. But first, I'm gonna be enjoying some delightful Lunchables, because we did have lunch. We had Brennan's poke bowl for lunch, but that was kind of like an early brunch, I suppose, so I'm gonna have this in between dinner a little bit later, I think, and these are probably a couple of my favorite snacks to have, and just, again, sitting out here on the balcony, just watching everybody walk by. It's nice. So something that's kind of interesting is that Calvin has no problem whatsoever jumping on this table out here. Even when there's no food on it, he'll just jump up here and he'll just look out over the apartment complex. Farley, however, he does not like it up on this table. Every time I pick him up and put him up here, he immediately jumps off, but Calvin loves it. Are you ready to play Goin' Quackers, Dennis? Mm-hmm. Okay, so here we go, playing Goin' Quackers. The thing about this game is that there was no way to save this game, so if we ever wanted to play it, we had to play it the entire way through, which became quite a situation, right, Dennis?
But we got plenty of time now.
That's for sure. But we literally can't turn it off. If we want to beat the game, we can't turn it off. So I guess we're kind of playing through the tutorial right now, or Dennis is playing through the tutorial. Just kind of reminding us how to play this game, because we haven't played it in a very, very long time. We did beat this game a while ago, which I don't remember how long it took, or I don't think we were able to turn off the console or the television, one or the other. We just had to play it through all the way, but we made it work, right, Dennis? Yep. So I think there's a few different worlds in the game, and then within each of those worlds is like a sub-world, would you say, Dennis?
There's like 4 worlds, and then there's 4 levels inside each world, and then a boss on each level.
Exactly. So we have to go through each of these portals, and then we eventually unlock the boss, which is going to be right here. Then we complete the world, and then that unlocks the next portal, and then the point of the game is to save Daisy at the very end of the game.
I think there's like a special thing you can do instead of fighting the boss if you get all the toys, right?
Maybe? That I don't really remember.
I remember it's like a race.
But it's a lot of fun, and I'm really remembering a lot about it right now.
Looks like Roy just had our first death.
I did. I'm sorry.
You have anything to say for yourself, Roy?
I'm remembering how to play this game after not playing it for 15 years, so I'm working on it. I'll be better.
It also seems like you get 2 tries before Donald dies. Like when you get hurt by something. He becomes Cranky Donald.
There we go. Already learning from my mistakes. This is where I died last time.
Roy, explain yourself. As you can see on the menu right there, one of these levels has 2 icons, and whereas the one that Roy just did has 1 on them. Because we didn't find the boss medal for that level. But if we get the nephew's toys on all 4 levels, we unlock like an alternate path instead of facing the boss.
Is that true?
Yep.
Guess we'll find out, right? So after you get hurt, Donald gets grumpy. And I guess if he gets hurt a couple times, then that counts as a life, I'm presuming.
2 times. So first time grumpy, second time dead.
First time grumpy, second time dead. But
yeah, I'm not sure how long this thing's grumpy.
This game is a lot of fun. And man, do I miss the days of playing this.
This is an interesting shot. The boy who lived playing Going Quackers.
The boy who lived?
Yeah. It says Potter in the back of your jersey.
Oh. Huh.
But you just dodged that skunk.
I didn't mean to.
You could have killed him.
He moves a lot faster when he gets his milkshake. It's harder to control. Okay, so I actually ended up going back to that level and getting the piece that we needed to face the boss right here. Are you ready to face the boss, Dennis?
Yep.
You can do it. I think we'll just probably play through this first, I guess, world, this first level here, and then we'll go meet up with Brennan. Maybe play a game with her or something.
I hope I don't lose all our lives.
Oh man, I remember this chicken.
You're being pretty easy. Read that.
My lunch has come along just in time. Oh!
Oh no!
Jeez. Jump on her.
Get away from me! No!
Oh no, Dennis. Dennis has died 4 times now.
It's not good.
You can do it.
Alright, I died several times, so I did the honorable thing, gave it up to Roy.
Several times.
And Roy's died about, I think, 4 times, but he's gotten farther than I have. He's gotten to the final donk dropping. He's trying to kill this last chicken.
Come here, little chicken.
Alright, he's just gotta survive this last donk dropping. He has this special technique where he just reverses direction every single time. And I think it's pretty smart. Oh, that was it! Get him! He did it!
Yay!
Roy!
Woo! I beat the boss. Oh no!
What? It goes to heaven!
Well, we did it, Dennis. We beat the first world of Going Quackers.
But it went to heaven. That means it was a good chicken.
Maybe it was. So we're about to go back out into the living room to hang out with Brennan, but we decided to check out the alternate, I guess, boss fight, technically. So I think Dennis mentioned it earlier that you can collect 3 different teddy bears in each of the levels. And if you do that in every single level, it'll unlock another level, I guess, which could be an alternate way to complete the world, alternatively to fighting the boss that we just did. So Dennis is doing it, and he basically has to run away from this bear. But that's it, I guess. And now we're gonna go hang out with Brennan, maybe play a game, and maybe have some more dinner. Oh no, sorry Dennis. Okay, so we are definitely about to go play a game right now. The sun is going down, and I wanted to kind of show something off that I don't know if I've ever shown off before. I do have a couple lights in the apartment that are kind of connected to smart outlets, which I could then turn on and off via my phone, like the bedroom bed frame in there. There goes Calvin. And then another one is the outdoor lights right out here, which these are looking pretty good right about now with the sun going down. And then inside, right behind Brennan. Hi Brennan.
Hi.
I have these side table lights right back there. So again, I wish I could do more with these, and I do have a few more outlets that I can play around with, but I don't know. I don't think I've ever shown them off before, so now I'm showing them off, but now we're playing a game called Color Brain. Okay, so Brennan read the rules, and essentially we are split up into teams. I am Team Cinderella, Brennan is Team Mickey, and then Dennis is Team
Infinity and beyond.
Buzz. So how this works is we have all of these colors, and I guess the gist of the game is that from this stack here, like this is an example card, so it says the colors on Yokai's evil mask, and then it says 3 colors. So then from our stack of colors here, we would put down 3 colors that we think that card is referring to, and then it's revealed, the 3 colors, and if you get them all right, you get a point, but only if the other team members get it wrong, apparently. So if we all get it right, none of us would get points. If I got it right and they got it wrong, I'd get 2 points. If Dennis and I both got it right and you got it wrong, we'd each get 1 point. I think that's kind of the gist of the game. And there's probably a few more rules, but I guess we'll start playing here in just a second. Yeah, this is some sort of a villain steal card, but I think we'll get to that. Okay, so far, I'm in the lead right there, and because of that, Dennis used his steal card. And how that works is Dennis gets to randomly choose 8 colors from my hand that I am not able to use in this next round. Are you even counting how many you're taking?
You should only have 3 left.
I have 1 more.
Okay. See, this makes it really hard because just knowing the next question, this is what I'm left with to answer for.
Technically, you're not supposed
this
to know
card.
the next question, but I don't know how they expect us to do that when all of the questions is what's facing up. So.
Really? Yeah, because
Yeah.
these are the questions and then these are the answers.
Mm-hmm.
Unless like somebody's supposed to like hold it in their
But
lap
he
or
doesn't
something.
know what colors he's taking. So
But
it's not
I
like
also
it
didn't look
matters.
to see how many colors were in it. Like,
That's true.
obviously, it's a better investment if it's like 3 or 2 colors.
Yeah.
So this question is from Alice in Wonderland. The flags atop Tweedledee and Tweedledum's beanies. What color are they?
Which ones were Tweedledee and Tweedledum?
Oh no, Dennis. Let's see, and I will probably get this wrong. You already chose. The answer is green.
Crap.
And we all got it wrong.
But they're red.
Okay, so I won that last game, and we're playing a second game right now, and Dennis has really caught up. But because I'm ahead of him, he's going to use his steal card for the next round, right, Dennis? So he chooses 8 random cards so that I have 3 left. Okay, and then the next question is Timon's fingers. What color are they? Interesting.
You just have it.
How do you know?
You can't have it.
What's the answer?
Brown. Yeah, baby!
So Dennis gets 2 points.
All right.
So now he's in the lead, so now I'm going to use my steal a card on him.
Oh, I would have had a chance at that.
I
So let's
suck this
see.
round.
8 cards.
Hey, don't look at my colors.
Woody's bandana.
2 more.
The color of Woody's bandana.
Poop.
This is 2 colors. So let's see, Dennis, can you pull it off with your 3 remaining cards? I don't know.
I think I have one of the colors.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't have the other one. I'm pretty sure.
This is one of those things where I suddenly just cannot picture the item.
Mhm.
Right.
And the answer is... Oop.
Red and white.
Yay!
No!
What?
Hey, Brendan finally got that.
Yay!
You took my red!
Okay, so Brendan is gonna steal 8 of my cards now because now I'm in the lead. Just gonna take that entire chunk, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so no, you need to take 1 more.
The main color of Ada's crown.
Main color of Ada's crown. If I get this, I win, Dennis. Is it possible?
But if you don't and Brennan doesn't, then I win.
Okay, what is it?
It's green.
Yay!
Brennan won!
What?
You could have thrown it for me!
No.
Okay, so we are 1 point from finishing with Dennis and myself in the lead.
Oh no.
The question is the main color of Cruella de Vil's car.
It's between 2 colors for me!
Oh no.
What's it gonna be, Brennan? All right, and the color was red.
What?
Yay! I win, baby. Cruella de Vil's car is red.
Oh no.
Okay, so continuing watching How I Met Your Mother. This is my dinner, I guess, after my snack of Lunchables that I made myself. It's a meatball marinara Subway sandwich with some Chex Mix right there and then some root beer on the side. Hooray! So after I had dinner, we pretty much watched How I Met Your Mother for the rest of the night, and I think we are heading to bed now because it's about 11 o'clock at night, and we had a pretty full day today, all things considered, from playing a bunch of board games to rollerblading and paying for it with my elbows, which really hurt a lot, but it was a lot of fun to do, and I'm definitely going to get back out there and hopefully improve and get a lot better. Certainly hope so. but it was still great getting to grow some more plants in the garden, or I hope so at least. Playing Go and Quackers with Dennis on the N64, which is always a blast to get that out and play with. And recording a video for Dennis's channel, making butterbeer. I know I said we were pausing that, I guess, earlier, but what we ended up doing is putting the butterbeer into the fridge so we can make frozen butterbeer. So we'll be continuing that video tomorrow, but at least you got to see a tiny little part of it, even though I didn't really show you anything. I just showed us starting the process and then not mentioning it again, I guess, apparently, but we're still gonna be doing that for sure. Today was a good day, and just eating a bunch of random food that we still have around the apartment. We are now 2 weeks into our self-isolation quarantine. We're hanging in there just barely, but we'll see what happens with the remainder of the weeks that we are gonna be here. Dennis is still here for a few more days before he drives back up to Atlanta, so gonna have to take advantage of that and hang out with him as much as possible over the next few days. But as for today, it was a lot of fun, and hopefully I can keep doing some of these apartment vlogs, you know, here and there. I try to intersplice the apartment videos with like some different kind of videos, just so it's not consistently just us in the apartment just doing stuff, because as fun as that is, and it helps me to kind of get through the day, I don't want it to be that monotonous, right? So I'll see you in a little bit with some more apartment fun stuff, but have a good day and goodbye.